Try now.
I'm still talking. So hopefully you guys can hear me now. It looks like from Ronnie's point of view that they can.
It was the OBS scene that didn't actually have audio track for you. so, so, so now we have 15 minutes of me talking, and you not. What can I say?
You only do that. No, it's all good. Then it's just been me looking weird for 15 minutes.
I think I won't recap everything I said, but could you perhaps do the intro again?
Well, I'm not. Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you for everybody who's live on this and bearing with us on our little test drive here.
It's painful stress.
Yeah. Secondly, thank you for all the volunteers and the presenters. You guys are awesome. When we started this journey, we weren't sure whether anyone would be interested in joining in. And I think we are sitting at 58 sessions now, spread across the 24 hours. So that's really amazing. And thank you so much. There will be the schedule. Srikant and Nabid are working like crazy on that. And hopefully that will come up very, very soon. So I think they're just doing the last finishing touches on that right now. They're just adding in here. Can you? I'll just reshare the YouTube live.
I got it. I got it here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that's it. And then we've obviously got a small team here of Ronnie, Kaysen, Nabit, Srikant, and Anne, who's been doing an amazing job putting this together. So I'm deeply honored to be able to work together with you awesome guys and get to know you people a lot better. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
So you want to maybe do a screen share of how we can do these different sessions via Discord? Or not?
Actually not, because I already done it in the weekly update. So I could just link to the weekly update.
Yeah, Tammy did ask where the Google Drive.
Yeah,
is.
It's not ready yet, but we will share it when it's ready. So
yeah, so it will come up in the lounge in the Discord, and also what we'll do is we will put in. Invite all the volunteers into our moderator channel and all the speakers so we can prep you guys a bit better. Obviously, and you know that Ronnie goes big or goes home. So he's been having this crazy setup. Maybe you should even share your picture or show your picture if you can.
Yeah.
With how many computers do you have there? 3 or 4?
Right now, one of them was from our work, so I have.
Okay.
In action, I have just 2 computers and the iPad and my test Android phone. So I'm gonna show something later on. So yeah.
So and you are doing the Rolls Royce of live streaming here. This is not what we expect anyone to replicate.
No one at all. So this is just I'm just enjoying making it hard for me.
Yeah, and as you said, we are creating the hardest setup here, so and it will be a lot easier. So we are walking apart when we actually get to do the real event.
Yeah, I can explain why it's so complex here. This is because I now share both Discord and gonna share my own screen and another computer. So that's the complexity here. For the volunteers who are going to be stream producers, it's really simple. I can actually can I just finish up the options because we didn't mention the third option.
Yeah. So sure.
Yeah. So we mentioned it is the DIY mode. So people who are experienced in using OBS and streaming can actually just administer their own session. So they will just get the YouTube stream key for their session, and they put that into OBS, and we will also share the necessary graphics and scene collections for OBS to enable them to actually do it themselves. And actually, it would be beneficial for us if people that are able to use that mode actually do it, because that would lighten the burden on the volunteers. And also, it also, of course, prevents or takes out sources of failure. Did I just lose you?
No.
No.
You still here?
Yeah.
Tammy did add in that there's absolutely no room for drinks in your setup.
Yes.
I think that's very, very true.
And then also, I saw Catan had this nice pirate hat. so
With the 3 different ways you can present.
Yeah. We should actually. That is actually a point that we should mention, because I believe that I'm losing you because of the lag. That you're actually now sitting in Australia and I'm sitting in Norway, and how this is actually has pulled in resources from all over the world. And you can perhaps also mention the work of Shukant and Navheat.
Sorry, say that again, please.
You could also mention. We can also mention the work of Shukant and Nabit and Catan.
So Catan is our web producer or web developer who's busy on doing the website. He's done an amazing job of creating a static site that's actually rather dynamic, because it's pulling in all of the stuff from our Google Sheet, where when you guys are submitting your forms, etc., all that stuff has been pulled in. Srikant has been our primary video producer. So whenever Ronnie and I primarily are late for submitting our weekly updates, he's playing catch up. He's done an amazing job so far with that. And then Nabeed has been primarily also working on the session list together with Srikant, but also been handling a lot of our sponsors that you could see. So we've got sponsors now from. Please forgive me if I forget anything. Remind me. But we have Fair Consulting here in Australia, who's been donating to our Girls Who Code charity event. So this is a charity event. So if you haven't done that so far, maybe consider donating a few dollars for that. We have OpenSAP and doing some records of achievements, the reactivation code. Sorry. We have SAP Press, Espresso Tutorials. What am I forgetting? I might just find our other
sponsorship. The sponsorship. So yeah, and I think we got 60 or something. We got loads of reactivation codes, so people should really join the event if they like learning stuff.
Yeah, it's been amazing with the feedback that we've got so far from everywhere, and obviously also from the community. And Anne has been busy working with the sort of the social aspects that we are doing and trying to cover, and there will be more on that a bit later on.
Mm-hmm. Okay, should I just move along?
Please stop me from talking.
I don't want to say anything. Okay, today I won't go into very technical details, because this is. I anticipated that we would have issues today, so I didn't plan with filling it up with information. But I would like to just mention a couple of things. This is mainly towards people who are interested in using OBS, but it could also be interesting to people who plan on using the easy mode to see actually what we are doing behind the scenes. Yeah. So without further ado, I will now try to change the scene, and if everything just implodes, that's my fault. So now, that was not. That's interesting. I'll have to change something here. Because this is not the.
Like live coding.
Just let me change this.
Yeah, video producing.
Let me see. Where is Discord? There it is. That was the right one. So, I will also turn off this one. Okay, now you probably don't see this, Jacob, since you don't. Yeah, but what I'm now doing is I'm sharing the screen from my laptop, and it's showing OBS. So the plan is that people who will be stream producers will get as much as possible for free from us. So we will prepare what's called scene collections, which means that we prepare all the different scenes that will be used. And for those who don't know OBS, scenes are just what is displayed in the stream. So we will have perhaps one for the intro screen where we have this image of the logo and perhaps the title of the presentation. And then we will probably also have a scene called Discord, or something, which is the one where the main screen is. And then we will have this outro screen where... And then the producer will change between them during the stream. So the presenters don't need to actually worry about this. They will just concentrate on the presentation. And also, what the stream producers will or should do to make it easier for themselves is to use the profile function. Because stream keys are stored on the profile level. So you can actually create, for every session you are responsible for, you can actually just create a profile and prepare in advance the stream key and all the settings for that stream. So you don't have to do that in the preparation together with the presenter. So that is just two small things around OBS. More details on this will come, perhaps in the next Q&A session, where we hopefully have less issues ourselves. And also hopefully we can get some questions from all the people in the community. Can you just do one thing for me, Jacob, and speak? Oh, thank you. I just wanted to see if the sound was there. The thing I wanted to impress, or I wanted to impress actually, I wanted to show, was many of you have probably heard about this stream deck that all the streamers are using. I can see if I can pull up mine. It's like this. It's just a box with buttons that's handling stuff on the computer for us. There is also some software solutions for this, and I would like to show one, if it's okay. It's a tool I found. It's for Android only, so that's a bit... But actually...
Sorry, Maluk just mentioned that it's seeing OBS in Norwegian is really helpful.
Well, thank you.
So I have a small benefit there that I'm Danish,
Yeah.
so I can read Norwegian. Also, when we started this with the Gmail account running, went and created all of them, all of our Gmail accounts, the YouTube, and everything was in Norwegian.
Well, this is also one of those issues. Well, but thank you. I'll try to change that for next time, but I will not change the locale of my laptop right now.
No more trying that. Yeah.
Now I just lost my train of thought. Yeah, it's called Macro Deck. So, Macro Deck is a piece of software. So it runs a server on your computer, and then you can have the application on your Android phone. And another computer, sorry. And there's the application on my Android phone. And what it uses, it creates a server that it connects to. So we just connect to that one. And you can see down here on The in the application, sorry, in the application on the desktop, we have the same buttons as on the Android phone. So here we can set up different functionality on the computer, either OBS or just creating macros for the computer. And then you can control the computer from the Android phone. So if you look here down at the scenes, I hope this works now. It you can see it changes between the two scenes by me touching the buttons on the Android phone. Make sense, Jacob?
I think so.
Yeah.
I've been busy trying to keep our one in the chat as well.
Oh, sure.
Although just mentioned that you can change the app settings.
Yeah.
For OBS. I said, yeah, we'll do that next time.
We will. So I will put out links to this application, and also I found an application that's cross-platform, both iOS and Android, but I haven't had time to test it, so I won't try to do it live because then I certainly will die. So I will link to both of them. I can do it in the lounge, perhaps, and also I will create small guides in the GitHub repository where the guides are. So it won't be a very expensive or big guide, but just some links and yeah. So this was something I wanted to show people. So you don't have to pay for a streaming deck. Both of these applications are free in the basic version, so people can have automation, or it's more macroization of their computers using their phones. I think I'll just go back to this now. So now the computer is gone. It's just you and me, Jacob. So I think is it time to ask the people if they have anything they want to mention? Perhaps come in and have something to say.
Yeah, that would be great.
Do we have anyone out there?
Yeah, there's still people. Some
Yeah.
Mood is active.
Yeah.
We still have a fair few people on the chat here.
I'll check the blog post to see if we have any questions.
Well, we did have one that I'd like to address here. From
Just do it.
From Svea about the submissions and what the sort of the Q&A they go through. Basically, we accept all content. It obviously needs to be relevant, but everything is accepted to the session list, and we'll try our best to work with this. As the intention here is obviously to have a fun and interactive 24 hours of events, but also to create a knowledge bank where people can go in and revisit some of these. I know from myself and that the UI5 Con sessions are something I've visited numerous times. So that's sort of the point of obviously this event as well.
Mm-hmm.
So presenters, you will be going on our YouTube channel and stay there basically.
And I hope that Oliver would like to include us in Open Sit, even though we're not Sit.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, please. I guess that's not for us to choose that, but yeah, we would absolutely love that.
Yeah,
if that's possible.
I think that initiative is really great to get SCP content in one place. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Kudos to him. Oh, he says here in the chat, I assume I can get all sessions integrated into OpenSit, and of course.
Yeah, if you guys are open for that, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I had.
Yep, sorry.
No, go ahead, you.
I was done talking, so it's a bit odd. I'm actually watching. So while we're talking here, I'm actually watching our YouTube live just to see what's later. It's quite distracting, but. So if you see me looking like this, that's because of that. I recently bought a 49-inch ultra widescreen, so my my screen is massive.
Mm-hmm. People should actually see my screen. It's this is too much to handle at one time. So I'm learning, but I'm having now one screen down there, this massive screen here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 windows, and no. So I don't see any questions in the blog post. Do you have any questions here in the chat? I can ask in the chat.
Paul Hardy asked how we can fit the 58 hours into a session of 24 hours. So it's not a 58 full hours presentation. So some of them are like 20 minutes, 40 minutes, or full hour. But yes, we will have multiple streams going at the same time. So there are multiple tracks. I think the highest is 3 tracks in parallel running.
Yeah, that's what we have prepared technically right now. And Shrikant also mentioned that 3 tracks is enough to spread the content out. So
yeah, so that's the plan of how we're gonna do this. At the end of the day, as you know, and as you've seen today, we are just volunteers who are just trying to do something
we don't know how to do.
Probably way out of our league. But look, we're doing this for the community, and we just hope that people bear with us. I think Ronnie, as you can see so far, he's done an amazing job of getting this up and running. So yeah, I think we'll be fine. Yeah, it will be interesting for sure. But at the end of the day, worst case scenario is that there will be recordings.
Worst case. So okay, if we don't have anything more, we could probably just cut it short. We don't need to fill out the whole hour.
No, absolutely.
No.
Unless people want to come in and give a shout out to someone.
I can ask in the chat. You need to entertain while I type because now it's mental overload for me.
Well, I can hear you got a mechanical keyboard as well, so I'm just wondering how much clickety clack they've heard throughout these sessions of us clicking on our mechanical keyboards. But yeah, we'll see.
It'll be interesting to see it. Yeah, that is also a good point. Sound. I could mention that is actually relevant for the presenters. All presenters should actually try to schedule a technical test, if you will, with one of us, and then just to see that sound and image, all that works, and then test actually now I lost it. Test the actual set that you're gonna use on the presentation. That was it. So because one of the most important parts is actually sound when we talk about especially the easy mode, where you probably will just have the video will be like this over the person. So like there's no need to stress with getting fancy cameras and all that, but it's more important to actually have a decent microphone.
Yeah. So I'm personally using a blue snowball, which is sort of the lower one of the Yeti. I think I bought that for so it's 100 Australian dollars, 80 odd euros, I believe. Maybe even 70. So yeah, there was one question here from Paul Hardy asking how do we schedule such a test? Is it email, Discord, etc.?
I would actually. I think I was actually thinking they could just reach out, but it is probably better if we share a Google Sheet or something, and so people can actually just fill it out and let us know that they have done it, because we have now experience with letting people just choose from everything. But if they actually have a sheet where they see the schedule, they can see if it's taken, so we don't have 50 people taking the same time.
Yeah, so a good microphone. Just so for webcam, I recently swapped to a desktop computer. I'm actually using my Android phone and a piece of software called I think it's called Droid Cam, which is free, and it's really easy to set up. There's also one for iOS, which is called Epoch Cam, which works via USB. That I've been trying as well on my iPhone. The biggest problem I saw with that was that my iPhone got incredibly hot.
Yeah.
But using your mobile phone as a webcam actually creates a higher resolution on your webcam as well. So that's no worries for me.
I've been using for the weekly updates. I've been using the iPhone for the two first, and then I use a real camera for the last one. But one recommendation I would like to come with, and I think actually Timo Elliott has said the same, and I would really recommend checking it out. He has lots of great tips on streaming, and it's this little thing here. It's the Boya M1 lavalier mic, and it costs $20, so it's practically nothing. And this is the one that I've been using on all the weekly updates, and that brings a microphone close up to you. It connects by way of wire. It has 6 meters of wire, I think it is. It's insane. And I think that is actually the most cost-effective way of getting good sound that's possible. So I can share the link. I'll share the link here. We'll put the link in our resource. We can actually create a resource page on GitHub where we put all these links. But I have a really good experience with that one, and it's great. And I think that it will be great also for regular video conferences. So at work, so you write it off as an expense. Okay, if we don't have anyone who wants to join us here in the stream, I think we should probably just wrap it up and let people go on with their lives, and then we can try to forget all the issues and aim for the next one.
And just start working on the next one, yes.
Yeah. So the next one is planned on this Friday, same time, same place. And then the last one is on Saturday, the 16th of May. Same time, 1 o'clock Central European time. That's 11 o'clock UTC, I guess. Yeah.
So are we gonna cover the same stuff, or are we gonna prepare some new stuff?
I'm planning to. I'm not planning to cover all the issues we had today. And
okay, well that's good.
Yeah, no, I'm planning to move ahead. So what we covered today will be documented in some way or form, but will not cover it again unless someone asks about it. Then we can cover it. So hopefully more people will join. It was really nice to have the people here that was here, and we will also encourage people to actually just ask anything. If it's too personal, we won't answer, but ask us anything. This is the opportunity.
Either reach out, so reach out to us via Discord, either privately or on the Lounge channel, or comment on the blog that Ronnie has put in there, or just reach out to us via our Twitter. The more inputs, obviously these sessions are predominantly for you guys, not to hear Ronnie and me ramble on and on. So we're here just really try to sort of demystify all of this live streaming and how to do it, etc. So if you have anything that you'd like us to add in any feedback, any questions, anything like that, just please shout out, and we will make sure to cover that in as well.
So just to close up then, I would really recommend people who are interested in creating presentations in JavaScript to check out Dries' presentation template for Reveal.js. And also, I would recommend everyone to read Paul Hardy's blog post on presentations, so that you don't fill the presentation with too much text. That is sort of the message from Paul, that the presentation is not the main focus of your presentation. So
don't just read out from the slides. Actually, have something to talk about. So use them as pointers. You have your live session where you can do your coding, you can do your presentation, etc. But it's really the combination of the both. That's we're trying to create an interesting event and sessions. And if there's anything that we can help to, we would gladly review some of the stuff as well if you want us to. Obviously, it's just with our own eyes, we're not any more experienced than you are, and probably less to compared to some other people here. But yeah, anything that we can do to help you guys be more comfortable with this setup, we will try to.
We know from the weekly updates that I'm terrible at closing up stuff, so I'm unable to finish the video. So if you just say the final remarks, and I will just fade us out when you're finished.
Right, well, thank you everyone who has joined in via our text chat on Discord, everybody who's live on YouTube watching us, and thank you for sticking with us throughout our little test and issues here. And hopefully we will see most of you on Friday, or either also on Saturday, if not at least for our big event coming at the end of the month. We are really, really excited about this. We hope you are too. So thank you. Take care.
Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.